Hey funnel builders, how are you doing? Excuse the weird color correction. It looks like I've got sunburn in the middle of December. I really wanted to quickly talk to you about the three biggest things that will be killing your business right now. I want you to know you're not alone. If you experience one of these, two of these, three of these, let me know in the comments down below. I want to try and convey that you are not alone and that there is a solution to all of this. Our goal at Sell Your Service is to help you double your revenue, specifically double your monthly revenue within 90 days. That's all I want to do. I also want to help you get back 10 hours a week in free time, focus time, strategy time, whatever you want to do. If you're doing 50 hours, I want to get you to 40. If you're doing 40, I want to get you to 30. If you're doing 30 and so on. And the three biggest problems that I have seen funnel builders and agencies come up against again and again and again and again, it's not a lack of experience. That's a really common mistake. You've got plenty of experience, right? Your problems are based around overwhelm, a lack of time, and sales friction. When it comes to overwhelm, this is really broken into three areas. You have an overwhelm of ideas, all right? You've just heard about the brand new SaaS product or brand new tool or brand new methodology of building funnels. You're like, oh my God, I should build this for customers. You've jumped into something and like, oh my God, there's so many things I could do with that. That's one. Another one, advice. You've got jackasses like me coming towards you and saying, hey, you should be doing this, and you should be building webinar funnels, and you should be doing VSL funnels. You're like, where do I focus? One person's like, oh, you should do 2 calls and one of them should be a pitch. Another one's like, no, send the proposal and then follow up with them afterwards. There's so many different things. And the third one in particular is tools. You're like, do I build it with one tool? Do I build it with my tool? Do I build a lifetime license and then sell that? Do I build a SaaS model with the programs that I put together to try to build it from scratch? There's a lot. There's a lot that is being piled on top of you. And I equate this to having a headache. Overwhelm is like having a headache. If you've ever had a headache, and if you've ever had a migraine, and I'm pleased to say I've only ever had one migraine in my life, you know full well that when you have a headache or a migraine, you don't turn the lights on full, put on your headphones, listen to a podcast full volume, play some music out the speakers, put the TV on, start playing a video game and trying to read a book at the same time. You don't do that, do you? What do? You turn all the lights off, you darken the room, you turn off the external stimulus, and you try to get yourself somewhere quiet. So you simplify, you cut back, and you simplify. Let me give you a really quick piece of advice that's going to make you $1 million. Until you have reached 1 million in sales, you only want one niche, one audience, one problem, and one function, as in one thing that you deliver to them. We work with second-time authors who want to launch a second book alongside a course, and they want to have a $100,000 launch. That's all you should do until you've reached $1 million a year in sales. That's all you should be doing. Simplify everything, cut everything back, cut all your services back, cut your audiences back, cut your sales tools back, cut your opt-ins back, all of this. Our revenue grew. There was 1 month where we made more money in a month than we had made in the past 2 quarters when we started offering fewer options. Seth Godin talks about this in his book, This is Marketing. Cut back, simplify. Until you're doing $1 million a year in sales, cut back. Second one, lack of time. I am obviously trying to pitch you some kind of coaching course, hybrid training program. We've got software and stuff. There's all of this stuff put together, right? I'm trying to pitch you that, right? You sat around thinking, well, yeah, that's great. I've got loads of spare time. Of course you're not, right? It is divided up between sleep. That's 6 to 8 hours gone minimum, right? Nothing you could do about that. You've got to eat, walk, work out, do the stuff, right? You've got obligations with family. You have to have time off and rest. And then there is a little bit of area where you have some time. And then within the time you can do for work, it's either your team or your customers who are like, oh, I need to solve this problem, and you're fixing those problems. And you are left with this slither that you can use for your own business, right? That lack of time will kill your business. What's interesting is when you find time, you will find revenue. It is not a case of I'm going to make as much revenue as possible and then try to cut my hours down. It's actually, I need to figure out how to cut my hours down and how to do more with less. That is what will lead to the money, right? And the way we do this is we systemize. We systemize what you're delivering to the customer. We systemize how you find customers. If you say, I'm going to pick one sales tool, as I mentioned, to get to $1 million. I'm going to pick one sales tool. We're just going to run webinars. Then you should run webinars every single week, and that's it. I'm not saying that's what you exactly should do, because that's how we're going to do it. We're going to find customers by selling books and following up with people who have bought them. That's it. That's all you do then for the year until you've reached $1 million. What are you going to deliver to the customer? One thing, one methodology. We call it an escape plan. You're just going to deliver that. If they want to get there in a year, there's one pricing level. If they want to get there in 6 months, there's a different pricing level. If they want to get there in 90 days, it's a different pricing level. That's fine, but you deliver them essentially one thing. Think of it as the equivalent of you have a plane that leaves Heathrow to New York. There are seats that are $15,000. There are seats that are $800. There are seats at $1,200. They'll pretty much get you there, all right, in those cases, even at the same time. But the value in the experience is different. That's what you need to differentiate on. And then finally, when it comes to sales friction, this is going to sound a bit trite, but you need a sales process. I've found that people think they have sales friction and they're uncomfortable with sales when they do have a sales process. And yet when I have a conversation with them, even people who are not salespeople, I will happily call myself a salesperson. I like selling, I like pitching, I even like cold calling. There's obviously a deep childhood trauma that I'm working through there, but I don't mind any of that stuff. If you don't like it, I can promise you the fastest way to get used to it and to become comfortable with it, and more importantly, make some goddamn money, is to have a sales process. Have one sales tool. Have conversations in one area, then move them to another area, and then pitch to them or close them. That's the process we tend to use. Find where they are, have a conversation, qualify with them, pitch them, and close them. And the pitches become easier because you'll be using something that's systemized. And you'll have to write fewer of them because you've simplified and cut back. This is the process we talk about in 7-Figure Freedom, the SSS method. Simplify, systemize sales, and you do it in this way round as well. First of all, you simplify, you cut everything back. Then you look at systemizing what you're delivering and how you're delivering it and who you're delivering it to. And then we look at a sales methodology. If you would like us to build a completely free plan for you, by all means, just drop us a message down below and we'll get in contact with you. This could massively change the direction of your next year. If you're watching this in 2021, 2022 could be your biggest year ever. We could help you double your revenue in 90 days if you follow this methodology. Drop me a message down below if you're interested in having a conversation with me. Just a one-on-one quick 10-minute chat, just see if I can help out. If I can't, we'll figure it out from there. If I can, we can take it further. In the meantime, guys, hope you're having a fantastic week. I will speak to you later. If this resonated with you, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Have courage, commit, and take action. Bye, guys.